Hello, Markham Gardens family. Daniel Markham here with the Markham Gardens. Any of you guys sitting under snow right now? This is definitely a new one for us. This is the first time we've had snow since we've been here, going on 3 years now, I think. Um, Definitely an odd one for us. We usually don't get snow. We actually got between 3 and 4 inches, and it's currently still snowing really lightly. I've had several people reach out to me concerned about their fruit trees. And sometimes I assume that everybody knows this, but most of your fruit trees, guys, like your peaches, your plums, your apricots, your figs, those type of things, they're all deciduous. And they will totally go dormant in the winter time. Let me show you guys. So you can see right here, we've got a fig. We've got another fig that's over here. You see they've dropped all their leaves, guys. Here's another one. There's another one over there. They've dropped all their leaves and they've gone completely dormant. And so this isn't going to hurt them at all, guys. The snow is actually insulating the ground. It's actually warmer under the ground than you think it is when there's snow sitting here. You know, they've gone dormant. They're not pulling up a lot of saps. There's not a lot of movement within them, and so they slow down and they basically sleep when it gets cold like this. You can see here we've got our mulberries. Most of the leaves have dropped off. What's on there is just dry. They've gone completely to sleep, guys. You can see the only things that are awake are like your pine trees over there, and we've got the southern magnolia that's over here, and that one's, those are still awake. Some of your oak, some species are still awake, just because the cold doesn't really bother them that bad. But you can see here the willow trees completely asleep. Let me get over here on the other side and I'll show you guys some of the other fruit trees. But really, guys, there's not a lot of concern when it comes to snow and cold like this when it comes to your fruit trees. Now, the only ones you're going to really need to be concerned about are the ones like your citrus. Citrus are not going to be able to handle cold weather like this. And you're definitely going to want to cover them. So you're going to want to put some sort of a covering, wrap them up in an incandescent Christmas light type situation, just to give them a little bit extra warmth just during this cold season. That way they don't die on you, because citrus is made, they're subtropical, so they're definitely made for a little bit warmer weather. So not used to this kind of stuff. Now you can see right here we've got our jasmine. This is a fragrant pink jasmine. No issues whatsoever, guys. It's snowing out here. It's, I think it's like 25, 26 degrees right now. It does not care. You've got your hibiscus right here. This is a Turk's cap hibiscus. You can see that they definitely take a hit in the wintertime, and honestly, this one may die down, really, really low because of the cold weather, but that's not a big deal, guys. It's not going to kill the root zone, and honestly, we'll come back in and we'll chop all of this stuff off for the next season anyway. But man, it's beautiful. Just all this snow. Now, I'm not a fan of snow, and look at that. Got your Keats has bloomed. It's trying to bloom early, and we've got snow on the ground. It's kind of funny, but that's another one, guys. They'll go dormant. It's deciduous. It should go dormant, and won't hurt them at all. Now your azaleas, I don't have a really large specimen to show you, but azaleas will not go dormant. They can handle the cold. And that one there is green as can be and growing, and no issues with snow sitting all over it. So, but all your dogwoods, they'll go dormant. Over here, guys, you can see we've got all of our different fruit trees. Now, I will tell you, the last ones to go dormant for us are always going to be your apple trees. And your apple trees right now, they basically hold on to their leaves as long as they can. This here's the cinnamon spice apple, and even that, though, the leaves they're going to be falling off. Yeah, see, so if I just bend on them just a little bit, they start falling off. So it's going fully dormant. It's done for the season. But the apple trees for us are definitely the last ones to go dormant. You can see that one there has held on to quite a few of its leaves. But everything else, guys, everything else has pretty much gone dormant. So we've got our peach tree here, no leaves on it, it's asleep. We've got our Vitex even, so some of you guys around here growing Vitex, those will go dormant too. Got all of our plum trees. All of our plum trees are dormant right now. Persimmon trees, definitely dormant. One of the ones around here that will not go dormant, guys, are the loquats. And here's our loquat trees. You can see one here and one over there. They've definitely bushed out quite a bit this year. And they're just covered in snow. It's actually kind of pretty. But all this snow will fall off. They definitely don't like freezing cold, guys, but they can survive it. They just have such tough leaf structure on them that they will survive the cold, and they'll keep on growing. So, but here's a citrus, guys. Now this one here is just a rootstock. This is trifoliate rootstock. And you can see citrus does not like it, guys. It will start turning yellow on you when it gets cold, and will drop a whole bunch of leaves. But this one being trifoliate rootstock, it's a tougher citrus. This one will actually handle the cold and won't die completely back on you unless we just get awful cold. So, but bananas, if any of you are growing bananas, that's what your bananas are going to look like right now. Really sad. Bananas do not like the cold, guys. If you were planning on getting bananas this year, you can count that one out. You're not getting bananas this year. It is going to be cold enough that it's probably going to freeze them back to at least halfway down the stalks, if not all the way to the ground. And guys, the reason why is they are tropical. These are tropical plants. You can see this is what's going to happen. All of the leaves get cold, they die off on them. The real issue is that these stalks here, their main stalks, are actually full of water. So when we get into freezing temperatures, they freeze, they expand, and then it basically breaks all the cells inside, and they turn to mush. I don't know if any of you have ever taken vegetables and stuck them in the freezer, froze them, then pulled them out and set them on the counter and watch what happens. They basically melt. And that's what tends to happen with bananas. But, you know, when you get this cold, you get some snow and it's freezing, chances are that these things are going to probably die back all the way to the ground, if not about a foot above the ground. And no bananas this year. So they require a long season of very nice weather. And if we don't have a very bad winter and it stays fairly mild, they will continue to grow into the next spring, and that basically begin to produce bananas. So hopeful for next year, guys. That's part of the fun of growing them, is just they're beautiful. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you guys what's going on with the property. I mean, it really is beautiful. Snow is gorgeous. I'm not a fan just because of I like bananas and I like some of the more tropical things, but that's exactly why we are building a greenhouse, so that we can grow some of those more tropical things here at the gardens and not have to worry about snow or occasional freezes and things like that. So, but anyway, wanted to show you guys what's going on at the Markham Gardens. It's not a long video today, just thought you'd be interested to see that Markham Gardens is indeed under snow this year. So I will definitely show you guys in the spring here, since we did have some snow, kind of what happens to some of the plants that we have here at the gardens. Some of them are affected differently than others. For the most part, it's not going to kill them. But a lot of them, they will die back to the ground and then re-sprout from the root system. And there's nothing wrong with that. They've got a massive root system that supported a large plant at the top. And when they die back to the ground, all that means is you're going to have all new fresh growth and usually lots and lots of blooms on them. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's not a lot today, just wanted to show you guys, didn't want to miss this moment at the Markham Gardens. So hope you guys are having a great end of your winter, and hopefully you guys aren't dealing with a whole bunch of disaster stuff. I know a bunch of you around the US right now are dealing with some crazy stuff with the fires, and you know, just I think North Carolina's still reeling from that hurricane that went through. So I feel sorry for you guys that are dealing with some of that stuff, and I'm sorry you're having to deal with some of that. But anyway, hang in there, guys. We will make it through together. So just thought I'd show you guys the winter that we're having here at the Markham Gardens, and hope you enjoy. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you liked looking at the snow, guys, hit the like button. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Love you. Shalom under the dome.